Make sure you tap that bell so you never miss a video. If you guys remember when I covered We Happy Few last year, it was a game that came out $30 into early access. It was being made by Compulsion Games. They had a very successful Kickstarter. They got like $300,000 on Kickstarter. They took it to early access, and they've been working on the game for quite a long time. When it launched at $30, a lot of people were kind of iffy about it. Like, it wasn't really worth it. It was a solid product, but I just don't think there was enough content there to justify that price. So it was like this indie grassroots come from the bottom, and now we're on Steam with a solid product, and we're developing it, and things are going great, and they're updating it. And then they just announced the other day, which it's pissing off so many people, that they're partnering with Gearbox Software, which is the publisher for We Happy Few now, and they're moving into the AAA market, and it's hilarious to see the 180 turn that the development studio is doing, that the publisher is now implementing with We Happy Few. So we went from an indie game, early access, be part of the development, hunky-dory, and now we have a game that is now $60. It is $60 as of right now. The game is launching on PlayStation, Xbox, and the final PC version will be coming out in April of 2018. But the price is now suddenly $60. Even though the game is still the same as it was the week prior at $30, it's still an unfinished survival BioShock-esque game. We're still kind of in that same moment. Yeah, they've updated it, but it's still a $30 product with a $60 price tag. And it's fucking crazy to watch their justification for this. They're sitting here, they're coming out with a collector's edition, $150. You don't even get the game. They got the deluxe edition. If you pre-order right now, if you buy the game at $60 right now, you get access to a weapon. It's like the Jolly Brawler. Ooh, great fucking incentive. And on top of all of that, they have the season pass, and DLC is now being planned for the game. So it's literally like they went from indie to AAA, and every single thing that we fucking hate and bitch about AAA development gouging consumers, they just did in a matter of a week. I can't fucking believe it. You can take We Happy Few and you can analyze the gaming industry from this situation from all angles. The indie Kickstarter movement, the early access movement, and the AAA greedy publisher investing fuck tons of money into marketing. And the thing is Compulsion Games are very open and honest about where the money, or why they're increasing the price, where the money is going, and they talk about marketing. It's insane to bring a game to console and not have a marketing budget. That's where the money is going, is to increase scope, where they talk about how they had to rewrite the 3 character arcs, and they're increasing the size of the world. We all know that increasing map size is always the best fucking route to go. And they're basically like they're saying they kind of just restarted the fucking game. And that's why they need the additional funding from Gearbox. And that's why the game is $60 instead of $30, because they need to pay back that money. And this is the core of, at least when we talk about early access games, this is the core problem in 2017. Let's look back at games that have launched this year that need to pay back licensing fees, publisher fees, whatever the fucking fees they have to pay back. And they gouge consumers with subpar fucking products for $60 price tags. You guys remember Conan Exiles? The only reason that game was the cost that it was because they had to pay back the Conan license, because they made a dumb fucking decision to do that and then pass the cost along to us for paying for an absolutely garbage fucking game. Friday the 13th did the same thing. They dropped a subpar, broken, buggy mess of a game and then pushed the licensing cost onto everybody else, which is just fucking ridiculous. And now Compulsion Games is expecting you to buy the game to recover the costs that are going to increase the size of this scope. I think this is kind of a bullshit notion because the scope that you offered on your Kickstarter was obviously good enough for people. People saw what they liked and fucking funded you. So why then do you think you can make a decision that would just increase the size of everything, increase the price, and just completely shill yourselves for $150 collector's editions, deluxe editions, season passes? I'm waiting for the microtransactions. That's going to come. I already know it. Why? What is the reason? They claim after they showed the game off at PAX that they were approached by Gearbox, and Gearbox gave them an offer to make the game. They would invest the money into increasing the staff size as well as the marketing that you need to take it to console. So what they saw is ching. They saw the money, and they saw an opportunity to kind of just let a publisher take over. This is almost like you have like record companies and labels, and the industry in the music industry is moving away from that. Independent artists are trying to eliminate the need for the labels to control the narrative and to control the content. And that's what is exactly happening here. This is why people use Kickstarter. This is why people use early access. And I'm not affected by the price break. I bought the game in early access, and I still own the game. I'm not affected by it. But that being said, I have no interest in supporting this company. I feel like you guys made so many wrong decisions here, and we really don't. I mean, how do you trust it? We bought the game for compulsion and for what they did, and now we have Gearbox breathing down your neck. How do we even know that you're gonna have enough time to finish, and this isn't just a fucking deadline like you guys saw with like Takedown Red Saber and 505? They got a publisher, the publisher put a fucking release date, and the game came out and it was fucked. Like you never know with shit like this, and that's why early access from real fucking developers is the best tool. And we had that with We Happy Few, and now we don't. And the biggest issue for me, on top of all of the other shit with Gearbox and the way they're doing collector's editions and all this other fucking bullshit, is the idea of launching the game in April of 2018, but yet still having the price increase happen now. It doesn't fit with their parity narrative where all the consoles and all the fucking stores have to have the same price. If that was the case, you'd increase the cost at the end, right, when you launched. It's just, to me, it doesn't make any fucking sense. How is somebody going to sit here and tell you to buy the game at $60 fucking when the game isn't even worth that, not even in the fucking slightest? So you buy it, you get to play the game now, great. You're still buying a $60 survival game that doesn't have everything in it yet. Like, you know what I mean? It just, to me, like, what you guys are trying to recoup costs that are going into the marketing and the publishing costs of this. What? I think a lot of people would be okay if the game launched at $60. You know, you went through your early access, you gave it a 50% discount throughout, and then it came out $60. But I think even more so, I think you just lost a lot of trust with your consumer base and your community. I think a lot of people are fucking distraught by the fact that you started out as a Kickstarter indie project, and now you're kind of selling out to the big guys. And I feel like that's where a lot of this hatred's coming. Obviously, the threads on Steam are getting fucking nuked. All the Gearbox threads are being moved into one. There's cries of censorship. It's going off. It's going off the fucking rails. But at the end of the day, that AAA mindset is already instilled with these guys because they don't give a fuck about their community now, flipping out over decisions that they're made that are fucking stupid. They'd rather just push through, get to consoles, and then have the casual market eat it up. And then they can just make their money back just like every other fucking scumbag AAA developer, right? Just banking on the casuals, man. The informed audience, fuck them. My name is Big Fry. Shout out to the Fry Nation. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys think of this. I think it's pretty shitty. I really do. I really wish they would have just kept going the way they were going. I think the scope they had was perfect for a game that caliber. And I think it would have came out and would have been a great fucking game. I don't think they needed to do this at all. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, I know people are probably going to disagree with it, but I want to know. Leave a comment down below. Use the keyword AAA. That lets me know you guys made it to the end of the video, and if you guys want to check out my Patreon, the link is down in the description. My name is Big Fry. Shout out to the Fry Nation, and I'll see you on the next one.